Are you tired of letting your emotions control your life? In this video, we delve into the teachings of Buddhism to help you gain a better understanding of your emotions and how to handle them. Be a lamp unto yourself. Be your own confidence. Hold to the truth within yourself as to the only truth. Lesson 1. Own up to your actions. Our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. Taking responsibility for our actions lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings. When we acknowledge our mistakes, we step onto the path of growth. Instead of blaming external circumstances or others, we recognize our role in shaping our reality. By owning up to our actions, we cultivate integrity and pave the way for transformation. Buddhism teaches us that our actions have consequences. When we act mindlessly or impulsively, we create ripples in the fabric of our lives. To stop being an emotional fool, we must first acknowledge our actions, both positive and negative. Take responsibility for your choices and recognize that every thought, word, and deed shapes your reality. The individual who is emotionally sensitive consistently makes mistakes, and when situations don't go as planned, they tend to isolate themselves and indulge in self-pity. This coping mechanism may provide temporary relief from the daily setbacks they encounter. Nonetheless, unless they take responsibility for their actions and enhance their emotional control, genuine progress will elude them. The rational individual is capable of evaluating their life and establishing objectives. They set specific milestones to be achieved within certain time frames, ensuring they remain focused and on the right path. Owning up to our actions means taking responsibility for the choices we make and the impact they have on ourselves and others. It requires humility, honesty, and a willingness to acknowledge our mistakes and learn from them. When we own up to our actions, we free ourselves from the burden of denial and self-deception, and we empower ourselves to make positive changes in our lives. One of the fundamental teachings in Buddhism is the concept of karma, the law of cause and effect. Recognize that every action, both positive and negative, has consequences. Take full responsibility for your actions and their impact on yourself and others. By acknowledging the power of your choices, you can gain greater control over your emotions and strive to act with compassion and wisdom. Reflect on your recent actions. Have they aligned with your values? If not, consider how you can make amends or change course. Lesson 2. Guard your emotions privately. Conquer the angry one by not getting angry. Conquer the wicked by goodness. Conquer the stingy by generosity, and the liar by speaking the truth. Emotions are like wild horses galloping through our minds. To guard them wisely, we must observe without attachment. When anger surges, pause. When jealousy flares, breathe. By cultivating inner awareness, we shield ourselves from unnecessary turmoil. Remember, not every emotion deserves expression. Some are best kept within the sanctuary of our hearts. Guarding our emotions privately means not allowing them to overwhelm us or to be easily swayed by external circumstances. It means maintaining inner stability and equanimity, even in the face of adversity or temptation. By guarding our emotions privately, we cultivate inner strength and resilience, and we are less likely to be swayed by the ups and downs of life. Humans can be cunning predators, even from an early age, as they have the ability to recognize vulnerability in others. They will persistently take advantage of such individuals in various ways. If no action is taken to alter this perception, the person in question will likely experience continued exploitation throughout their lifetime. It is crucial for those who are aware of their emotional vulnerability to understand the importance of not openly displaying their emotions to others. If necessary, it is advisable to confine emotional expressions, such as crying, to a private setting, like their own bedroom. However, it is generally preferred to avoid doing so in public. Buddhism encourages us to cultivate inner peace by guarding our emotions within ourselves. Emotions are transient and subject to change, and allowing them to dictate our actions can lead to turmoil. Instead, practice mindfulness and observe your emotions without judgment. This allows you to cultivate a sense of detachment, preventing them from overwhelming your being and causing impulsive reactions. When faced with criticism or negativity, pause, breathe deeply, and remind yourself that you are the guardian of your emotional landscape. Lesson 3. Distance yourself from challenging situations. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Life's storms buffet us relentlessly, but our response determines our suffering. Buddhism teaches detachment, not indifference, but a healthy distance. When faced with adversity, step back. Observe the tempest without being swept away. By maintaining equanimity, we weather life's gales with grace. Distancing ourselves from challenging situations does not mean avoiding them altogether or running away from our problems. Instead, it means recognizing when a situation is likely to provoke negative emotions or harmful actions and taking steps to protect ourselves from them. This may involve setting boundaries, seeking support from others, or simply taking a step back and giving ourselves time to reflect before reacting. It is essential to recognize when certain situations or individuals trigger intense emotional responses within us. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of cultivating awareness in such moments and using it as an opportunity to step back and gain perspective. By creating a healthy distance, we can prevent ourselves from being consumed by emotional turmoil and make more balanced decisions. When faced with conflict, take a mental step back. Observe the situation objectively, like a compassionate witness. Lesson 4. Stay grounded in realism. The root of suffering is attachment. Attachment binds us to illusions, creating a web of desires and fears. Realism, however, cuts through the mist. Understand impermanence, the fleeting nature of all things. Cherish moments, but don't cling. When we release unrealistic expectations, we find liberation. The lotus blooms in muddy waters. Likewise, wisdom thrives in acceptance. There's no need to let your emotions bring you down. Making a big deal out of insignificant matters that have little impact on others or things is simply unnecessary. Living a life where you are constantly affected by your emotions is illogical. Don't let your emotions provoke you. Staying grounded in realism means acknowledging the impermanent and interconnected nature of reality and recognizing that our perceptions and interpretations are often colored by our own conditioning and mental habits. By staying grounded in realism, we cultivate a sense of clarity and discernment that allows us to navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and insight. Buddhism teaches us to see things as they truly are, without being driven by unrealistic expectations or illusions. Emotions often arise when our perceptions do not align with reality. Thus, it is crucial to develop mindfulness and discernment, allowing us to differentiate between what is real and what is merely a product of our own projections. By grounding ourselves in realism, we can avoid being swept away by emotional upheaval. Practice mindfulness. Notice the sensations of your breath, the texture of your surroundings, and the impermanence of it all. Lesson 5. Seek out a trusted confidant to talk to. Seeking out a trusted confidant to talk to is an important aspect of spiritual friendship. It provides us with a safe and supportive space to express our thoughts and emotions, and to receive guidance and feedback from someone we trust. A trusted confidant can offer us valuable insights and perspectives that we may not have considered on our own, and can help us navigate difficult situations with skill and wisdom. Human connection and communication play a vital role in emotional well-being. Buddhism encourages seeking out a trusted confidant, such as a friend, family member, or mentor, with whom you can openly share your thoughts and feelings. Through genuine and compassionate dialogue, we can gain clarity, receive guidance, and unburden ourselves from the weight of unresolved emotions. In times of emotional turmoil, it's crucial to have a trusted confidant. someone who can listen with empathy and offer wise counsel. In Buddhism, this role is often fulfilled by a spiritual teacher or mentor, known as a spiritual friend. By opening up to someone we trust, we not only lighten the burden of our emotions but also gain valuable insights and perspectives that can help us navigate through difficult times. Reach out to someone you respect. Share your feelings openly, knowing that vulnerability is a sign of strength. Lesson 6. Inhale before you reply. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Words, once spoken, ripple eternally. Before reacting impulsively, inhale. Let your breath be a bridge between thought and speech. Choose words that heal, uplift, and unite. In silence, wisdom blossoms. Inhaling before you reply is a simple yet powerful technique that can help us cultivate mindful speech. It involves taking a moment to pause and collect ourselves before responding to a situation, allowing us to respond with clarity and wisdom rather than reacting out of habit or emotion. By practicing mindful speech, we can avoid unnecessary conflict and misunderstanding, and cultivate harmonious relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Impulsive reactions often fuel emotional turmoil and perpetuate misunderstandings. Buddhism teaches us the importance of cultivating mindfulness and pausing before responding in challenging situations. Take a moment to consciously inhale and exhale, allowing yourself the space to respond with clarity and compassion rather than reacting impulsively. Through this practice, you can foster healthier and more harmonious relationships. Our emotions can often get the better of us, leading to words or actions we later regret. Buddhism teaches us the importance of pausing and taking a mindful breath before responding to any situation. This simple act of mindfulness allows us to step back from our emotions and choose a response that is wise and compassionate, rather than impulsive and reactive. In the heat of the moment, our emotions can often get the better of us, leading to words or actions we later regret. Buddhism teaches us the importance of pausing and taking a mindful breath before responding to any situation. This simple act of mindfulness allows us to step back from our emotions and choose a response that is wise and compassionate, rather than impulsive and reactive. Lesson 7. An emotionally impulsive person is often at a disadvantage. An emotionally impulsive person is often at a disadvantage because they are unable to see things clearly or act with wisdom and discernment. They may make decisions based on fleeting emotions rather than rational thought, and may find themselves caught up in a cycle of conflict and suffering. Throughout Buddhist teachings, the dangers of emotional impulsiveness are emphasized. When we act without restraint, our decisions become clouded, causing harm to ourselves and others. Instead, strive to cultivate emotional intelligence and wisdom. By understanding the impermanence of emotions and developing a calm and steady mind, you can navigate life's challenges with grace and ensure your actions are aligned with your values. Buddhism reminds us that an emotionally impulsive person is often at a disadvantage in life. By constantly reacting to their emotions without mindfulness or discernment, they become slaves to their own mental habits and patterns. On the other hand, those who cultivate emotional intelligence and resilience are better equipped to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. In the journey of life, embracing the profound teachings of Buddhism can guide us towards transcending emotional turmoil and finding inner peace. By owning up to our actions, guarding our emotions, seeking mindfulness, staying grounded in reality, seeking support, pausing before reacting, and cultivating emotional intelligence, we can transcend emotional impulsiveness and become masters of our emotions. Remember, this journey requires consistent practice, patience, and self-compassion. Embrace these teachings and may your path be paved with serenity, wisdom, and genuine inner growth. By following the principles outlined in this lesson, we can stop being emotional fools and instead navigate the complexities of life with grace, clarity, and compassion. Through mindfulness, self-awareness, and a commitment to ethical conduct, we can cultivate inner peace and happiness and create a more harmonious and compassionate world for ourselves and others. Dear viewers, may these teachings resonate within you. As you tread the path of self-discovery, remember that you are not alone. The ancient wisdom of Buddhism stands as a beacon, guiding you toward emotional freedom. Own your actions, guard your heart, and breathe in the transformative power of mindfulness. Stop being an emotional fool and embrace the radiant light of awakening. May your journey be filled with compassion, courage, and clarity.